Кто выиграл за третий?
Все вместе на команды пробираем. Потом они...
Well, good evening and welcome to the Antares Arena in Le Mans in France. It is the final of the 2024-25 UEFA Futsal Champions League. Will the run continue? The two-time defending champions Palma looking to become the first club to win 3 successive Champions League crowns, up against another club who have twice before been champions of Europe, Kairat of Kazakhstan, who were Europe's finest in 2013 and then 2 years later in 2015. They're also looking to become the first club from outside of Spain or Portugal to win this competition since 𝐻𝐸𝐸 of Russia won it in 2016. It has been a remarkable rise from Palma, a club who had never played Champions League futsal prior to the 2022-23 season. They went all the way and lifted the trophy as the host team of the last 4, and then proving it wasn't a one-off, won the competition again last year, retaining the title. Sporting was seen off on penalties in 2023. Barcelona hammered 5-1 in last year's final. They have never lost a match in European futsal competition. Will that continue tonight, or will Kairat become the first to see them off in the match that matters most? Players being introduced then to the spectators here. Kairat seeing off Cartagena of Spain 3-2, side who have finished third earlier today after a 2-2 draw with Sporting, finishing on the podium with a 3-1 victory in a penalty shootout. Can Kairat get back on top then? They're in a record 21st campaign in this competition. Played 110 matches, a tally unmatched. Sporting are the only other club to have played more than 100, but they were seen off by Palma. It's really tight, actually, their semi-final win. It was 0-0 all the way until Jesus scored Dio's goal, and then as Sporting flew the goalkeeper, further goal scored by Mario Revillos and the goalkeeper Luan Muller. Goalkeepers of both these sides got their names on the score sheet in the semi-finals. It is a first meeting between these two clubs in the Champions League final. They have met previously, though, in the main round on 2 occasions. Palma winning 4-3 of hosts of a mini tournament last season, and a 2-2 draw in Belgium in the previous campaign. So it's the 3rd season in a row in which they've met, but the first time at this stage of the competition, a stage that Kairat are at for the first time since 2021. Well, there is the rather impressive trophy that this is all about. A win for Palma would not only be a 3rd successive win for them, it would be a 4th successive win for Spain. By far and away the dominant country, looking for a 14th win for a Spanish club in the Champions League. The next best is Portugal with 3. This would be a 3rd for Kazakhstan if Kairat were to come out on top here. So there's the starting 5 for Palma. It's rotating substitutes throughout the 20 minutes each way. If you are new to futsal, 20 minutes each half. If it finishes level, it will be 5 minutes each way of extra time, and then a penalty shootout if they can't be split after that. And that is the way that Palma won their first Champions League 2 years ago. 𝐏𝐚𝐥𝐬𝐿 on the score sheet for Kairat Almaty. 𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸 is the captain, wearing 17. They both start in the first rotation for Kazakhstan's most successful futsal side. Should Kairat win, by the way, without the need for penalties, they will be the third team to go through a UEFA Futsal Club season with 8 perfect wins, not counting penalty shootouts. Barca in 21-22 and Inter in 2017-18, the only previous 2 clubs to achieve that feat. Referees from Slovenia and Poland, Czechia and Switzerland also represented amongst the officials. Carlos Barron is the captain for Palma. 𝐸𝐸𝐸, though, is the first choice goalkeeper. Palma bringing 3 goalkeepers with them. Kairat just Denis Cavalcanti and Naren Serakov. Edson, the 32-year-old, 4 goals for him in the competition so far. Allison was the standout, though, in the semi-final with a double to take his tally to 6 for this season. Fabinho, the highest scorer here, though, the 23-year-old Brazilian, has rifled in 9 goals for the defending champions Palma in this season's Futsal Champions League. So whoever wins tonight will take their 3rd title, and with that become the 3rd most successful club, behind Inter, who have won 5 from Spain, and Barca, who have lifted 4. And the 2025 UEFA Futsal Champions League final is underway. Palma in the lime green, Kairat Almaty of Kazakhstan in the red. Foul count, remember, in operation. After 5 fouls, the foul after that will be a 10-metre penalty from the spot you can see there. Exactly double the distance of the 5-metre penalty mark. There's 𝐸𝐸𝐸. Like Denis Cavalcanti, effectively play as a fly goalkeeper, very capable on-court players, both of them. Marietta. Cavalcanti, first shot at goal and well over the top from the Kairat goalkeeper. Antonio Vadillo aiming for a record-equalling 3rd triumph with Palma. Here's 𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸. 35, but still a very effective player, as we saw in the semi-final. It's going to be a free kick for Palma and a first foul for Kairat. Jan Orozov. He was certainly late there on Neguinho. 𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸. He was caught off the ball this time by Edson. And a yellow card for Edson, the first yellow card of the final. And that will be a worry, because he looks in some pain there, 𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸. Right across the knee he was caught. He's had a terrific career, Mario 𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐸. Playing for both Inter and Barcelona. Won the competition in 2017 with Inter. And can equal the record of 4 triumphs, currently shared by Gabriel, Sergio Lozano and Ortiz. won 2 with Palma, 1 with Inter. Negüinho, here is Revíos. Hopefully he's up and okay. Kairat have racked up a couple of fouls already. Now Palma, the little back heel attempt from Bruno Gomes. 𝐶𝐞𝐬𝐨 looking for the long delivery into the corner. Sport renowned, of course, for its short, sharp passing in tight areas, but sometimes it can be really effective to go direct, as Kairat just attempted to do to Sagalov. Edson. He's made the opening for the shot. Edson, he's still going again. Negüinho sticking with him. 𝐶𝐞𝐬𝐨. There's Edson in space alongside him. And the ball's been won by Fabinho. He gave it away. I wonder why he didn't go for goal himself there. It seemed to have opened up for him, but played it instead straight to Kevin Arrieta. 𝐶𝐞𝐬𝐨. This arena built inside the famous circuit for the Le Mans 24-hour race. Here's Revíos. Basketball is generally played here. Müller. Oh, he's given that away. It's an open goal. Goodness me. Got away with that, Müller. Almost an early shock for Palma. Fabinho. Wins it back again for Palma. Well off target with the shot, though. Already looking more open than Palma's semi-final match-up with Sporting. Two sides pretty much cancelled each other out until Palma got the breakthrough. It always had the feeling of whoever scores first will win that semi-final. Revíos. Palma will certainly start this as the favourites, but did that ever count for anything? Narrow favourites. Revíos with the kick in for Palma. Leaves it instead. It's driven across well in the end by Marcelo. And Bruno Gomes off target with the finish. A touch on that. It is a corner for Palma. Marcelo with it. Oh, a little flick on. There was a tug on the shirt in there. Not spotted by either of the officials. Revíos. Gomes with the touch back, the long-range effort deflected behind for a corner, and Palma enjoying a spell of dominance here. There's Gordillo and Machado. Wait to be rotated back in. Marcelo. All the way back to Müller. 𝐤𝐴𝐻𝐿𝐼 looking to close him down. Bruno Gomes starting as the pivot, but Jesus Gordillo had more court time in that position in the semi-final. That was a foul by Lucas Otaña. Tug on the shirt and then a kick across the shins. Third foul already for Kairat, and we're only 4 minutes in. Marcelo. Just checking with 𝐶𝐞𝐬𝐨 to the defensive positions organised. It's driven through. Caught hold of it well enough, but against the stanchion at the back of the goal. And Fabinho. 9 goals in 6 games in the qualifying round, the main round and the elite round. To register here though in Le Mans. Here's Zanotto. Comfortable save for 𝐿𝐿𝐴n Müller. Immediately drops the ball and charges up the court. Laid off by 𝐿𝐿𝐴n Müller, and then the shot into the side net. So you can see the extra man it gives you when you have goalkeepers so adept at playing on court like 𝐿𝐿𝐴n Müller and Denis Cavalcanti. So effective, the Armenian international. Up towards 𝐷𝐿𝐴, here's Alisson. Orazov. Now Zanotto. We're through on the outside. Lucas Machado determines. Palma have the ball back. 5 minutes gone, no goals. And Esther. It's a dream final a year ago when they put 5 past Barcelona. Far less nervy affair than the previous year when it went all the way to penalties against Sporting. It's off Alisson. It's a kick in for Palma. To the edge of the box. Still unable to get the shot away. Denis Cavalcanti rolls it out to Edson. Finally, with a new generation of players capable of competing to the very top level. Kairat, their previous forward-running goalkeeper, part of the 2013-15 teams, now ably replaced by Denis Cavalcanti as he proved in the semi-final. With the foul there. It's 4 fouls now for Kairat. They need to be careful. Foul count mounting up pretty early on here. Marcelo. 𝐿𝐿𝐴n Müller. Supposed to come forward, drives it into the box, almost fell kindly, and it does. 𝐩𝐴𝐵𝐴 on target again, and it's Palma who break through. Good work from 𝐿𝐿𝐴n Müller. Just drove it into the penalty area, and sometimes you get lucky, things fall your way. And that is exactly what's happened there for 𝐩𝐴𝐵𝐴, who opened the scoring in the semi-final and now does so in the final. 1 goal in 3 coming into this competition. Ball driven in by 𝐿𝐿𝐴n Müller. And it was a miscontrol, I think, from Ernesto that just played it into the path of 𝐷𝐿𝐴, and he did the rest. Early breakthrough then for Palma. It's given away though to Edson. Kairat looking to respond against the champions. What a remarkable feat it's already been. having never previously played in this competition, to win on their debut season, then retain it. They're now 22 UEFA Futsal games unbeaten, one more than the previous record held by Castellón. If they stretch it to 23, will become the first club to win this trophy 3 years in a row. Shifted back towards 𝐏𝐚𝐥𝐬𝐿 by 𝐻𝐸dsson. Palma looking to break away, well defended though by Kairat. 𝐻𝐸dsson getting back to get the foot in. 𝐻𝐸dsson. It's blocked by Bruno Gomez. And off target by Fabinho. 𝐻𝐸dsson. It's always likely to be a completely different game to the win over Sporting for Palma, and it certainly has been that, much more open. Made in by Arrieta. Here's 𝐻𝐸dsson. It's a poor ball though, and Palma have possession back. Muller. 14 shots already, 9 of them for the defending champions. One which found the target from 𝐩𝐵𝐸 after 6 minutes and 3 seconds, the official time of his goal. It was well taken down by Rodrigo. Ruiz caught in possession. 𝐏𝐚𝐥𝐬𝐿 gets him out of trouble though. And now 𝐏𝐚𝐥𝐬𝐿 comes forward with it. Zenotto. 𝐏𝐚𝐥𝐬𝐿. Zenotto. Fancied a pop at goal. It's hooked goalwards, but 𝐏𝐚𝐥𝐬𝐿 getting back and covering, and now can bring the ball forward. Riveros looking to close him down. Has its advantage as a running goalkeeper, but of course it can cause its own problems as well if they lose possession or get caught out of position. Players at this level good enough to punish that as well. Palma took advantage of Sporting in Friday's semi-final when they flew the goalkeeper in desperation to find an equaliser. And again by Atanya. There's Zenotto. Opens up for the shot, it's deflected, it's in. And Kairat have an equaliser. Well, Palma's lead lasting a little under 5.5 minutes. Well, was there a touch on it? Ruiz celebrating. Dena Rodrigo as well, let's see. Ah, it's gone in off the defender, hasn't it? Ruiz with the shot. Who gets the last touch there? Is it the defender? Or is it Ruiz in behind? It's Dena Rodrigo who's been credited with the goal. the player who took the initial shot, but there was certainly a big deflection after that. And at the moment, it goes down as Dena Rodriguez. It's 1-1. And a good response from Kairat. A clean sheet tonight for Luan Muller that he achieved in the semi-final. Tanya to Alisson. And the yellow card coming out here. 𝐏𝐚𝐥𝐦𝐢𝐿 into the book. Free kick for Kairat. 𝐤𝐵𝐼𝐻𝐼 is there. Arietta as well. 𝐤𝐵𝐼𝐻𝐼 switches it across to Alisson, headed away brilliantly on the line. Luan Muller was well beaten. Terrific piece of defending there from Fabinho, because that was heading in. Here's Luan Muller. Dio helps it on. Fabinho twists, turns, and then Alisson closes him down as he was about to pull the trigger. It's a great shot that from Alisson. Fabulous piece of defending from Fabinho. Fabinho hits that one. The goal scorer has changed to 𝐤𝐻𝐼𝐻 now. All that matters really is the score is 1-1. Zanotto. It's a great effort from Dena Rodriguez, but it clearly took a nick either off defender or attacker, and 𝐤𝐻𝐼𝐻 is adjudged to have just nipped in behind the defender and touched it home. Up to 3 now, Palma on their foul count. Almost at the midway point of this first half. Palma 1, Kairat 1. On by Zanotto. To Sokolov. Orazov. Strike again by 𝐤𝐻𝐼𝐻. He does get a touch to it, doesn't he? 𝐤𝐻𝐼𝐻. Luan Muller was struggling a bit there. Marcelo gets it away. Dena Rodriguez doing all the work to get the power in the shot, but great reactions from 𝐤𝐻𝐼𝐻 to turn it in. Orazov. Edson. And again by Orazov. Luan Muller quickly out of his penalty area. Putting down the angle for the through ball. Good pass by Luan Muller as well. Fabinho was in the area. May yet come to him. Orazov did well though. And now the counter here with Edson. Well defended by Marcelo. Kairat had the ball back though with Arietta. Opened up for the shot, but well wide by Kevin Arietta, the Argentinian. Strong defending from Orazov. Ruiz netting his first goal in this season's UEFA Futsal Champions League. What a time to do it. 𝐲𝐸𝐻𝐸. No foul. 𝐲𝐸𝐻𝐸 has it. Here's Rivios. Luan Müller. Guinea on to Rivios again, who goes on the outside and tried to squeeze the cross in. Takes a piece of clever play and movement to score from a corner in futsal. Quite often you can be in danger of conceding when you're taking your own set piece, of course, because it takes an extra man out of the equation if you lose possession. 𝐲𝐸𝐻𝐸 makes his run. Guinea, Rivios. Rivios back to Luan Müller. No chances taken with that corner from Palma. And Rivios. Would have been a spectacular goal from there. It's a Kairat ball. Zanotto forced to go back to 𝐏𝐚𝐥𝐿. Possession quickly closed down, but it's a good ball forwards up towards Otania. Alisson. Zanotto. Alisson held up by Marcelo. And given away by Otania. 3-on-2 for a second there. 𝐲𝐸𝐻𝐸 hits it. A good piece of defending, good block. Celebrated as such as well. And Lucas Otania. 6th block in the game for Kairat. And there's another. Zanotto this time. It's off Alisson. It's a kick in for Palma. Palma keeping up the pressure here. 𝐲𝐸𝐻𝐸 working, trying to work for a space, but the shot driven wide in the end. County immediately trying to release Kairat onto the front foot, but now they've got defending to do again. 𝐲𝐸𝐻𝐸 shifted out to the wing, played back in for 𝐲𝐸𝐻𝐸, and well defended by Julia Zanotto. Armenian teammate of Luan Müller, the Palma goalkeeper. 𝐲𝐸𝐻𝐸. Otania and Zanotto between them, holding him off. He's got a bit of pain here in the shoulder by the looks of it. Doesn't seem happy with that, does he, 𝐲𝐸Å? They won't want to lose him, given the form he's been in this weekend. Morozov. Charuto rotated in for 𝐲𝐸Å. Cavalcante. Fancy this, oh, it's blocked out. And that really should have gone anywhere. Good defending by Ernesto. Unfortunately for Kairat, it went out of play. Otherwise, they could have been in real trouble. Edson. Oh, Alisson is pulled over. Foul by Marcelo, a fourth foul for Palma. He set him up for that, really, Alisson, and Marcelo obliged. So both teams on 4 fouls now. Remember, another foul for either side, and they're walking that tightrope then of facing a 10-metre penalty. Which is a similar shot from here, but without a wall. Zanotto, Alisson! Side netting. And 1 or 2 on the bench, and on this near side thought that the net was rippling. It was, but it was the outside of it. Oh, Alisson, no foul. He's on the attack here. Zanotto alongside him. Ríos stuck to the task though. And now Ríos can bring it forward, and Alisson is out of action at the moment. Gets himself back now, Ríos. Marcelo. After an exchange of goals, just 2.5 minutes apart. Both teams defending solidly now. Marcelo across. That was out of play when Ríos volleyed it. Edson. Cavalcante, it was a decent delivery, headed off target by Morozov. Still sees a lot of court time, doesn't he, at 35, Ríos. Super fit, super talented. 𝐸𝐻𝐻𝐻𝐻𝐻𝐻𝐻. Almost got it back, 𝐸𝐻𝐻𝐻𝐻𝐻𝐻. Kante just ensuring it went behind for Kairat. Ríos. Johan Müller. Edson. It's cut out by 𝐸𝐻𝐻𝐻𝐻. And again, looking to get bodies forward. Ríos on the outside. Nice touch off Kevin Arrieta. It's a kick in for Palma. Impact on the semi-final, Alisson, but not on the final as yet. Still plenty of time. 𝐿𝐴𝐚. And 𝐩𝐚𝐥𝐦𝐢𝐫𝐚 made the opening. And over the top. 𝐏𝐚𝐥𝐦𝐚 again launches it long, but straight into the hands of 𝐿𝐴𝐚, who now charges forward to try and return it. Some interest. It's going to be okay, 𝐻𝐸dson. Back to his feet by one of the referees. As he put his leg out in that defensive manoeuvre that you see futsal players do, it just got trodden on. 𝐿𝐴𝐚. Cavalcanti to Zanotto. Loose ball. And then the effort off target from Otania. 4 minutes left in the first half. Palma 1, Kairat 1. Dio giving the holders the lead. 𝐏𝐚𝐥𝐬𝐫𝐚 levelling for the Kazakhstani team. 𝐸𝐴𝐚, Fabinho. It's a well-timed challenge by Arrieta. And the first time out of the final is being called with 3 minutes 40 left in the first half. And the scores level at Palma 1, Kairat 1.
Saca Marcelo, escuchamos, saca Marcelo, Machado, Marcelo, Machado, Fabi, Gordo, ¿vale? Gordo, no te dejes coger, es Córdoba, pero en vez de estar así, estamos un poquito así, te metes así, ¿vale? Por si amenazado que va a ser segundo palo, habla ahora. Segundo. Viene el saque, viene el reto, deja pasar.
Palma the first back out. Very little to choose between these two sides. Palma started the better, Kairat taking the longer to settle down, but they have now. Level on goals, level on the foul count. Fabinho and 𝐸𝐴𝐚 in there. Marcelo will deliver. Fires it back and the red shirts in the way. Machado with the header back to 𝐿𝐴𝐚. Fabinho, Machado. Machado. An incident off the ball here. There's a Kairat player down. Lucas Otania. Player down holding his face. The yellow card is out. 𝐸𝐴𝐚 already in the book for Palma. 𝐻𝐸dson for Kairat. Machado has been booked. He was booked in the semi-final as well, so his second yellow card of the weekend. Tanya back on his feet. Machado apologising. It's the shoulder into the face, isn't it? It was completely accidental, but no less painful for Tanya. Right into the jaw. And that is the 5th foul for Palma. So they have 3 minutes to ride out before the foul count is reset. Otherwise, the next foul they give away will be a 10-metre penalty for Kairat. Juan Muller. Fired in towards Bruno Gomez. So the ball was out of play actually before the ball was even delivered in. Kairat do have the kick in now. 𝐏𝐻𝐿 from 𝐸𝐻𝐿. Alisson. By 𝐸𝐻𝐿. Zanotto. 𝐸𝐻𝐿 almost found the opening to get the shot away, but here's 𝐸𝐻𝐿 at the other end. And what a good challenge that was on Lucas Machado by the captain, 𝐸𝐻𝐿. Perfectly timed challenge. Machado. Bruno Gomez. Not by 𝐸𝐻𝐿. Machado. Zanotto with the block. Got it back again. Machado. Oh, it's a great save! But it's been followed in by Machado. And 2 minutes before half-time, Palma are back in front. Well, you have to feel for Dennis Cavalcanti. It was a fine, fine save. But Lucas Machado scores his first goal of this weekend, his third of the Champions League campaign. And it is Palma 2, Kairat 1. And bang on the 18-minute mark, the holders back in front. It was a terrific save from Cavalcanti. From the initial shot from Ernesto. Tipped it onto the post, but then the rebound in falling really invitingly for Machado. Palma ahead for the second time. Juan Muller. It's cut out, 𝐸𝐻𝐿. Surprised he didn't hit it first time, actually. Once he decided not to, the chance had gone, and it looks a pretty painful collision with the advertising hoarding. Kairat calling a timeout meanwhile.
Alisson cuadra, 𝐸𝐻𝐿 cuadra, Julio cuadra, Kevin cuadra, Denis, ¿vale? Ataque 2-2, se les van a avanzar defensa, no pueden presionar, no pueden hacer falta, ¿vale? Pero cuiden situación de ventaja en el pivote, Alisson con 𝐸𝐻𝐿 para sujetar bola, ¿vale? Ventaja para atacar rápido, aguantas. Y fusilas para entrar segunda. Luego, nada de defensa, tener una falta por placer, casi nada de defensa. Y cuando la bola entra...
So can Kairat hit back before the break? Dio 1-0. 2.5 minutes later, 𝐏𝐻𝐿 1-1. Machado restoring the lead for Palma. Zanotto. Kicked forward by 𝐻𝐵𝐻𝐿. 𝐐𝐽𝐻𝐿. From Loan Muller, here's 𝐐�𝐻𝐿. Driven straight into Zanotto from close range. 𝐐�𝐻𝐿. It's becoming more and more key in this game for Palma. Shifted around to 𝐻𝐿. Oh, it's a beauty! 3-1 for Palma. And 𝐻𝐿 tucks it into the corner. 2 goals in less than a minute. And the defending champions heading into half-time, perhaps, with a double goal advantage. 56 seconds between Lucas Machado's goal and the second goal of the weekend for Mario 𝐻𝐿. One touch and then swept into the corner with the left foot from Mario 𝐻𝐿. Palma 3, Kairat Almaty 1. Zanotto, 𝐻𝐿. 𝐻𝐽𝐻𝐿, they've got to be careful they don't completely fall apart here, Kairat. Really on the rack now, that's their 5th foul. And a yellow card for Arrieta. Joins Edson in the book. Glum faces on the Kairat bench. Goal down, fought back to 1-1. It was pretty even after that, but suddenly a double concession 56 seconds apart, and Kairat with it all to do, trailing 3-1. 𝐵𝐻𝐻𝐿 hits it. Club who have played in 3 finals previously, Kairat. Beating Dinamo Moscow 4-3 in 2013 and Barcelona 3-2 in 2015. The last final was actually in 2019 when they lost 2-1 to Sporting, the side who Palma beat in the semi-finals here this weekend. Zanotto. Cavalcanti hits it, it's off target. You wonder when this incredible Palma run will come to an end, don't you? Wonderful achievement, just making their Champions League debut back in 2022. I imagine they would go all the way and win it, let alone retain it, and now on course to double retain it. Here's 𝐻𝐽𝐻𝐿. Oh, lovely little step over to make the space for the shot, but a good block from Lucas 𝐻𝐿. Fabinho with Loan Muller, who can just run the clock down now. And it is Palma, the defending champions, who are on course to make it 3 successive UEFA Futsal Champions League wins. They are very much in the driving seat here now. 𝐩𝐴ZUS Gordillo putting them in front after 6 minutes and 3 seconds. 𝐾𝐬𝐲 with an equaliser, but Machado and Rios scoring 56 seconds apart leaves us with a half-time score here of Palma 3, Kairat Almaty 1. Welcome back to the Antares Arena in Le Mans. Palma are leading Kairat Almaty of Kazakhstan by 3-1 in the final of the 2025 UEFA Futsal Champions League. 𝐻𝐴ZUS Gordillo opening the scoring. 𝐾𝐬𝐲 touching in an equaliser after a Dena Rodrigo effort was seemingly on its way in. And then Machado and Rios, 56 seconds apart in the last couple of minutes of the first half, putting Palma very much in the driving seat and on course for a third successive UEFA Futsal Champions League success. A club who have never lost in this competition. What a remarkable rise it's been. They do go on and win here. They would move ahead of the likes of Castellón, Kairat themselves, Sporting. They're all up together on 2 Champions League successes. Palma would be on their own with 3, bettered only by Inter and Barcelona, their fellow Spanish teams. Still time though for Kairat to turn this around. Their 4th Champions League final. They won their first 2, lost their last 1. 6 years ago now against Sporting. And the second half underway, kicked off by Fabinho. Palma 20 minutes away, in playing time that is anyway, from an unprecedented 3rd successive Champions League win. 𝐻𝐴ZUS. Got to take some chances now, Kairat, though. Try and get at Palma. 𝐸𝐴𝐻 Müller immediately under pressure from Kevin Arrieta. Block the clearance and then fouls 𝐸𝐴𝐻 Müller. First foul of the second half for Kairat. The foul count reset now. Fabinho. Well covered though by Orazov. Remember, if Kairat do pull this round and it goes to extra time, the foul count remains. It doesn't get reset for the extra time. Kairat will feel a long way from that at the moment, though. They will simply feel they have to score the next goal. 𝐏𝐚𝐥𝐬𝐿. Fabinho, Reveos, 𝐏𝐚𝐥𝐬𝐿. Fortunate to get the ball through there, 𝐏𝐚𝐥𝐬𝐿 to Fabinho, but Palma keep it. Reveos. It's back again. It's the best goal of the bunch. Reveos is a terrific finish. One touch to control it with the left foot before rifling it in. Arietta. Trick, but Fabinho read it and won the ball. 𝐏𝐚𝐥𝐬𝐿. Reveos clips it forward, but easy gather for Cavalcanti. Fabinho looking to put him under pressure. 𝐸∫Saganov with the shot. Half a chance that for Duran 𝐸∫Saganov. Fabinho. Reveos. 𝐏𝐚𝐥𝐬𝐿. Reveos again. Clip ball through to 𝐏𝐚𝐥𝐬𝐿. Cavalcanti. Oh, he's lost the ball. It's an open goal. And it is for Palma extend their lead. And therein lies the danger of the running goalkeeper. You can leave yourself open, and as I suggested in the first half, players of this quality will punish you, and the one player you really didn't want that to fall to was Fabinho. Palma 4, Kairat Almaty 1. Cavalcanti blocked here, and Fabinho, look at that. Didn't even blink. Just stroked the ball into the empty goal. And Palma increased their lead to 3, 4-1. 10th goal, double figures for this season's Champions League, but his first of this weekend, Fabinho. Well, they won 5-1 in last year's final against Barca. Are they going to better that? That was a wayward ball, though, behind Marcelo. Kairat will get the kick in. So leaves it for Alisson. Arietta. Fabinho looking to put him under pressure. Alisson. Fabinho gets the tackle. He's really pumped now after that goal. Arietta. Alisson. Bruno Gomez. Working hard to get back and defend, and not only that, releasing Fabinho, but he loses out to Arietta. He tries to make the opening. Reveos gets the block in. Arietta felt he was fouled. Referees didn't agree. Kairat, remember, have won every game in this competition this season. Find themselves 4-1 down now. Cavalcanti. Palma won all 3 of their games in the main round. In the elite round, it was 2 wins and a draw. They drew with record 𝐵𝐴LSCO Zanotto. 𝐏𝐬𝐿. Seems a long time ago now since his equalising goal. Zanotto. 𝐬𝐿 with the save. And 𝐬𝐿 hits it well off target. He's never going to trouble 𝐏𝐚𝐿 with that one. It's a good finish to beat both of these goalkeepers. Machado's both rebounds. Rivios, though, was a superb strike. Fabinho's an open goal. Such an accurate strike first time as well, right in the middle of the goal. There was never any doubt the moment it left his foot. 𝐏𝐬𝐿 to Alisson. Zanotto. The angle was against him. Müller makes the save, and Alisson beaten to the rebound. Müller rather looks as though he's struggling with his knee a bit there. Well, they won't want to lose him. We have 𝐸nrique, the Brazilian, and the club captain Carlos Barón on the bench. Palma, they're well stocked in the goalkeeping department. What happens is Zanotto hits it. He's okay there, and then suddenly he feels the pain. It's the trailing leg that was the problem. So 𝐸nrique Barbieri is on, the Brazilian. As 𝐬𝐿 limps away. So that's not the end of the final for him. Heavy touch from Alisson. It's a Palma ball. And now 𝐬𝐿 is back on, so certainly premature, the end of the final. Gordillo turned into the challenge of Orazov. Ernesto. And then again by Ernesto. Gordillo, lovely square ball. And Kairat in danger of conceding a 5th there. Some pretty desperate defending in the end. Good work from Gordillo. And well covered by 𝐏𝐬𝐿. Just to clear Kairat's lines temporarily anyway. Müller. Ernesto, Gordillo. Flick off from Marcelo, but too much on it. Denis Cavalcanti. 𝐏𝐬𝐿. Loses that. Palma working tigerishly off the ball. Zanotto. Given away to Marcelo, but Kairat with it back. Here's 𝐏𝐬𝐿. Orazov, the captain. Controlled it initially and then had it taken away. 𝐿ohan taking no chances. Velasco, the Spanish coach of Kairat, watching on, mightily frustrated at some of the goals that have been given away. And by Arrieta. Well, look at that. 11 on target, 6 of them from Palma have resulted in 4 goals. Arrieta. 𝐤𝐴N𝐺𝐽𝐽. Back by Orazov. 𝐿ohan. Müller got there. It was almost picked off by Arrieta. And he launches it forward to Fabinho. Hits it first time. Straight at Edson. 𝐤𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵. Rivios. Fabinho back to 𝐿ohan Müller. 𝐤𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵. Oh, lovely ball into Fabinho! 5-1. And Palma are running riot. Second goal of the final for Fabinho. 13 minutes away from the history books, Palma. And what is surely going to be a 3rd successive Champions League win. Well, they just suckered Kairat in here. And a lovely ball by 𝐤𝐵𝐵𝐵𝐵, and Fabinho did the rest. Touch with the left, finish with the right. Palma 5. Kairat Almaty 1. And the way they're going, they're going to better that 5-1 win against Barcelona in last year's final. Bruno Gomez absolutely buzzing here now, Palma. Here's Cavalcanti. Up by Edson. Cavalcanti will effectively have to play as a fly goalkeeper now. Cavalcanti hits it off target. Just going to have to go for it now, Kairat, and of course that can leave them open to the quality of Palma on the counter. It's not gone at all to plan for Marlon Velasco. On by Fabinho, who's on a hat-trick now. Bruno Gomez. That's off target. Can feel more goals in the air, Palma. Rivios plays it in, they've been opened up again! It's 6! And that is the hat-trick goal for Fabinho. And Kairat Almaty being torn apart here by the defending champions. Three goals in the second half for Fabinho. It is Palma 6, Kairat Almaty 1. And that is the most goals scored in the final since Inter beat Sporting 7-0 in the 2017 final. Really well worked set piece, and well, Fabinho as clinical as you like. Kept quiet by Sporting in the semi-finals. But he has rifled in a second half hat-trick. And he moves on to 12 for the competition. delight for the Palma supporters, but the Kazakhstan side very much on the other side of things here. 12.5 minutes to go. And where do they go from here, Kairat? Trailing by 6 goals to 1. And facing what will be the second biggest defeat in a final since it's become a one-match affair. And now flown the goalkeeper, Alisson, who's wearing the fly goalkeeper jersey. Muller with the save. First 5 finals played over 2 legs. It was the 2006-07 season. It was the first single match final. Arrieta. Zanotto. Arrieta. Alisson. Again, blocked away by Rivios. They really are looking to make history tonight, aren't they, Palma? First club to win their first 3 Champions Leagues. Luan Muller beats that away from Alisson. Set to remain unbeaten for 3 seasons. First club to win 3 in a row. And if they score another one, only the second club to score 7 in a final. Arrieta, Alisson, Zanotto. Zanotto, Alisson. Frantic defending from Palma. Up against the extra man, but Kairat know if they make a mistake, they're in danger of conceding more goals. And that spell of possession coming to nothing. There's still just under 11 minutes to go here. Good save that was from Luan Muller from the powerful toe poke of Alisson. Bruno Gomez. Ernesto. Marcelo. Bruno Gomez. Ernesto. Well, the Olays are coming out now from the Palma supporters. Ernesto, Bruno Gomez. Ernesto just got his toe to it ahead of Cavalcante. It's tough to take this for Kairat. It's amazing how a evenly fought contest can suddenly get away from you like this. It's been all about the clinical finishing of Palma though, really. Rebuilt Kairat, got themselves back to the final of this competition for the first time in 6 years. Surely heading for their second final defeat and their 4th appearance. Edson. Zanotto. From Arrieta. Zanotto again. Edson. To work that in behind, and now the goal is open. Fabinho twists and shoots and scores a 7th for Palma. That is an unbelievable finish. Palma 7, Kairat 1, and for only the second time in the history of this competition, a team has registered 7 goals in the final, and with over 9 minutes to go, I wonder if they're going to become the first to score 8. It's a 4th for Fabinho, who's going to be booked for taking his shirt off. What a remarkable individual performance from him, but what about that? That is a sensational finish. 2 of his 4 into the empty net, but that's the best of them. Just flicked it up and volleyed it full length of the court into the empty net. Palma 7, Kairat 1. And Fabinho moves on to 13 for this season's Champions League. Corner away again here, Palma! And 𝐞𝐬𝐢 makes it 8. And that is history for the holders. Palma 8, Kairat 1. And they become the first club ever to score 8 goals in the final of the Champions League. 𝐞𝐬𝐢 couldn't miss. And this is becoming embarrassing now for Kairat. Delight though for the Palma supporters. Broke away again, and then 𝐞𝐬𝐢 was never going to miss from there. Unselfish play from Rivios. Damage limitation now for Kairat. I think after seeing off Sporting in the semi-final, they were pretty confident of lifting this trophy for the 3rd time, but never in their wildest dreams could ever imagine this scoreline with 8.5 minutes to go. There's a stunned silence around this arena in some quarters. Ruiz. Kairat, remember, coming into this had won all 7 of their matches this season in the competition. All 3 main round games, all 3 elite round matches. The semi-final against Cartagena, the other Spanish team in the last 4 here. They've been taken apart. Luan Muller with the save. And they will do in terms of the clearance. Well, Inter, as I was saying, beat Sporting 7-0 in the 2017 final, so this has equalled that in terms of margin of victory. They're the first team to score 8 in a single match final. And if they score again, then it will be the biggest win in UEFA Futsal Champions League finals. There is simply no stopping Palma in this competition. '22 UEFA Futsal matches unbeaten. It's about to be 23. Well, that's not including the semi-final, actually. It is 23. It's about to be 24. Simply incredible. And there's a goal back for Kairat. Sliding in at the back post, it's Doran to 𝐷𝐸𝐺𝐻. And it's Palma 8, Kairat 2. Surely no more than consolation for Kairat, but 𝐷𝐸𝐺𝐻 has himself a Champions League final goal. Switched off there, Palma, didn't they? Kicking quickly taken by Ruiz, and 𝐷𝐸𝐺𝐻 puts it away. His first goal in this season's competition. And it comes in the final, but his side still trail by 6. Cavalcanti. Into Zanotto. Arrieta. Kairat back in possession with 7 to go. Zanotto. Alisson. Back to 𝐏𝐚𝐥𝐬𝐨, who carries the ball forwards. Zanotto. Just have to keep going, don't they, and see what they can produce here. There's 𝐊𝐴𝐚𝐥𝐸𝐿𝐴. Score could be anything now. And that's a foul, second foul of the second half for Kairat. Marcelo, the player, down. Body check given against Alisson. Oh, what a final he's had. Scoring half of Palma's goals. He was on 9 coming into the weekend, now has 13. 4 goals in a Champions League final for Fabinho. Palma have to be careful not to switch off as well as they did for the concession of that second goal. I'm sure they would have defended that much better had they not been 8-1 up at the time. And Bruno Gomez. It looks as though he's going to get that 4th Champions League win now, Ravios. And the 3rd with his current club. Zanotto. Knocked away by Ravios. Done again by Marcelo. Usually chipped away by Cavalcanti. Zanotto. Alisson. Oh, and that's beautifully tucked into the corner for 8-3. So 𝐏𝐚𝐥𝐬𝐿ACHIT scoring. And Kairat have another one back. Just under 5 minutes to go. And it's Palma 8, Kairat 3. Tight angle, great finish. The only way he could get it past 𝐊𝐴𝐚𝐿𝐴 was high and with power, and he did just that. Mario Ravios was part of that Inter team that beat Sporting 7-0. He scored 2 in that final, as did the great Ricardinho. There's 𝐊𝐴𝐚𝐿𝐴. He's won himself, 𝐊𝐴𝐚𝐿𝐴 here. Goes back to him again. There's Ravios. Pulls that one wide. And credit Kairat, they've kept going here. Trying to bring a bit of respectability about the score. Quick forwards, and it's a good save from Cavalcanti to deny Matheus Maia. Touch off by 𝐻𝐻𝐻𝐻𝐻. Rios running into trouble. 𝐏𝐚𝐥𝐬𝐿. Still in space, 𝐏𝐚𝐥𝐬𝐿. Abandoned the fly goalkeeper tactic by the looks of it now. Kairat, they've had more success actually without that. 𝐏𝐚𝐥𝐬𝐿. Bit of space here, fizzed it across, but too far ahead of 𝐷𝐵𝐻𝐻𝐿. Gordillo. Looking to go on the outside, Matthias Meyer. Gordillo almost found a way through. And this is now the highest scoring final since it's been a single match. This scenario, Yekaterinburg and El Pozo Murcia drew 4-4 back in 2008, sharing 8 goals. Yellow card for 𝐷𝐵𝐻𝐻𝐿. Glad to see yellow for Kairat in this final. Well, this is by far and away the highest scoring final. 11 goals scored, 3 minutes still to go. Rios. Matthias Meyer. 𝐻𝐻𝐻𝐻. Tangled between the two of them. Gordillo almost came out with it. Foul on 𝐻𝐻𝐿. That was by 𝐻𝐻𝐻𝐻 actually rather than Gordillo. 𝐻𝐻𝐿. Second foul of the half. The foul count's going to matter though for either side, both just on 2. Second half that ran away from Kairat. Palma scoring 7 successive goals to go from 1-1 to 8-1 in front. Kairat grabbing 2 back. Good save by Luan Muller there to deny Otanya, but here's a chance at the other end, and it's 9. What a brilliant finish that was by Matthias Meyer. And Palma have 9. And they continue to smash records in this competition. First team to score 8 in a final, and now the first team to score 9. What an extraordinary match this is. Palma 9, Kairat Almaty 3. And Palma have really shown their quality. The little rollover and then tuck the ball underneath Cavalcanti. It's a beautiful finish from Matthias Meyer. His 4th Champions League goal. And you can see what it means. You've got good odds on this scoreline, wouldn't you? Palma 9, Kairat Almaty 3. Arrieta. Oh, they've done it. They've done it for quite some time, Palma. Alisson. Kairat will have to regroup and go again next season. And it's been a chastening experience, this final. Well, the header just past the post. Good work from Arrieta initially. Anesta. Prior to this, 8 goals had been the most scored in a final between two sides. This was easily better than that, 12, 50% more. Incredible night of free-flowing futsal. And Palma have certainly saved their best performance for their third final. It's going to be 24 games unbeaten in this competition. It's only the third Champions League they've played in, and they've won the lot and become the first team to win 3 successive UEFA Futsal Champions League. They are most certainly the dominant force now in European futsal. Into the last minute. Kairat have had a terrific season. Oh, goodness me, that could easily have gone in, couldn't it? 𝐏𝐚𝐥𝐬𝐿 with the block from Cheruto. Arietta to Alisson. Dio brings it away. Well, he's enjoying himself, as all the Palma players are. Final 30 seconds. 𝐏𝐚𝐥𝐬𝐿. Oh, volleyed in beautifully. What a goal that was from Kevin Arietta, and it's 9-4. Well, if you'd have told Kairat that they'd turn up in the Champions League final and score 4 goals, they'd probably think they were going to lift the trophy. They've become only the second side in Champions League finals since it's been a single match to score 4 and not lift the trophy. 𝐿𝐴 the other in that 4-4 draw I was talking about with 𝐸𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿 when they lost on penalties. It's clipped forward by Carlos Barón, who's going to finish the game in goal, so all 3 goalkeepers have had a taste of the final. 10 seconds to go. Oh, what a match he's had. 4 goals for Fabinho. The 4th of them an absolute beauty into the empty goal, but pretty much the full length of the court. Just flicked it up and volleyed it in. Carlos Barón forwards. The celebrations have been ongoing for a while. You can see what it means to the Palma players. They are the history makers in this competition. Flicked wide by Alisson, and that will be that. It is a sea of lime green and purple here. Congratulations from Marlon Velasco to Antonio Vadillo, who guides his side to a 3rd successive UEFA Futsal Champions League success, an unprecedented 3rd win in a row for a club that have only been playing in this competition for the last 3 years. Fabinho signals his 4 goals in this final. It is a record 3rd in a row. It is a record 9 goals scored in a final by Palma. It is a record 24 matches unbeaten in this competition. They are just smashing down barriers. It is a record equaling 3rd personal triumph for Antonio Vadillo as a coach. And it is a record 4th Champions League success for Revíos, having won it previously with Inter. What a final. 4 goals for Fabinho. 3-1 at half-time, became 9-4 in the end. Kairat Almaty beaten for the 2nd time out of their 4 Champions League finals. And Palma move out on their own now with 3 successes ahead of Sporting Kairat and Castellón. Only Inter and Barcelona have won more Champions Leagues than them. A 4th successive win for Spanish clubs. Tough one to take for Kairat, who had won all 7 of their Champions League matches coming into this final. But Palma, in the end, just too strong. A run of 7 unanswered goals from 1-1 into an 8-1 lead. Kairat kept battling, scored 4, and as I was saying, have become only the second team to score 4 in the final of the Futsal Champions League and not go home with the trophy. An absolutely extraordinary final. And what a way to end the 2024-25 UEFA Futsal Champions League season. It is Palma again. Palma 9, Kairat Almaty 4 in this record-breaking final. And just for the records, it is a record high score as well. 13 goals scored in a single match. UEFA Futsal Champions League final. Well done to Palma, champions again. Palma 9, Kairat Almaty 4. Palma, for the third successive year, are the UEFA Futsal champions.
Chers fans, veuillez accueillir l'ambassadeur des finales, 𝐏𝐚𝐥𝐬𝐨, qui a l'honneur d'apporter le trophée officiel du tournoi sur le terrain. Dear fans, please welcome the finals ambassador, 𝐏𝐚𝐥𝐬𝐿, who has the honor to bring the official tournament trophy to the stage. Le joueur des finales est le numéro 17 de Palma, 𝐩𝐴𝐤𝐵𝐴. Winner of the finals is number 17, 𝐩𝐴𝐤𝐵𝐴.
So presentation time. Palma pretty adept, aren't they, at this walk? Third time in a row the individual honours being handed out first. An annual event this, isn't it, for Palma? Sporting, who finished fourth in the end, beaten on penalties by Cartagena in the third place playoff. No doubt discussing his opening goal against Sporting in Friday's semi-final. It's the goal that set Palma on their way, because it was a real struggle against Sporting. Two so well matched sides. Same can't be said this evening though for Kairat. Cartagena players side finishing in third place. It's a new generation of teams, isn't it, representing Spain these days? Inter and Barcelona, the traditional winners. Players to Castellón as well, 𝐷𝐻𝐵𝐴 winning 2 Champions Leagues. El Pozo Murcia as well reached 2 finals but lost them both. Stepping up to get their rewards as well. Appreciation as well. It's not always the case with the officials. Toughest walk of all for Kairat. But it's been a successful season. It won't feel like it to them at the moment, but back in the final of this competition for the first time since 2019, a 4th final. A team who have played more UEFA Futsal Champions League matches than any other club. Fell short in the end. Well beaten tonight by Palma. But most certainly played their part in an entertaining final for the neutral. we're saying, become only the second team to score 4 times and not lift this trophy. They're the first team to score 4 in the final and not at least go to extra time. A couple of cracking goals in there as well from Rashid and Arietta. The last goal of the final was a memorable one. Beautiful volley from the angle. Damage well done by them though. They kept battling and in the end turned 8-1 into 9-4. Scored 3 of the last 4 goals in the final, but they'd gotten away from them long before then, thanks to Fabinho's 4-goal haul. The first ever 4-goal haul in a final. It's only the 3rd time that a single player has scored 4 goals in the final 4 of UEFA Futsal. Alex of Sporting scored 4 against Dinamo Moscow in the 3rd place playoff in 2015. And Leo of Kairat, incidentally, scored 4 also against Dinamo Moscow in the semi-final of the same season. It's fair to say Fabinho has trumped that with 4 in the final itself. And all of them coming in the second half. So this Palma squad have been here before. Some of them twice before. And some for the first time. What a moment for Revios. He first won it in 2017 with Inter, and now has been part of all 3 Palma successes, as is this man, Antonio Vidillo, the coach, and now the captain, Carlos Barron, prepares to lift the trophy. The team that has never been beaten in Champions League futsal. Incredible, isn't it? 24 games unbeaten. They have won all 3 Champions Leagues in which they have played. Carlos Barron lifts the trophy. It is Palma again for the 3rd year in a row. The team from Mallorca are UEFA Futsal's finest. Spain increased their domination of this competition with a 14th success for their clubs, 11 more than any other country. But Palma become the first team in this competition's history to win 3 successive UEFA Futsal Champions Leagues. Until next year, from us here, it's goodbye. And it is a giant congratulations to Palma, the UEFA Futsal European champions again.